Ok, me canten ya en The Music My People. Tenemos muy buen reggae para que lo sigan pidiendo siempre aquí en The Music. Y hoy tenemos un excelente invitado, un experto, se puede decir, en el reggae roots, que nos va a estar hablando un poquito del tema. Y para que las personas que de pronto no lo tienen claro, ya lo van a tener. Así que le damos la bienvenida a Prophet Negus. Welcome to The Music.
Good evening, Prophet.
How are you this evening, Mr. Prophet?
Yeah, well, everything is all right.
All right, perfect, Prophet. We got a wonderful team today and the precisely reggae roots. So we want you give me all the information where you got about reggae roots. What reggae roots mean for you, Prophet?
Well, reggae roots mean like African roots. Because just a while ago, me and Eddie was talking about the Nyabingi. It mean drums, it mean percussion, and also the lyrics of the ancient or the elders Rastafari. It means message. It means struggle of liberation. It means the movement of Jah people, because first of all, the roots of reggae started out with the liberation fight of the Jamaican people who was enslaved, not slaves, enslaved. Because in Jamaica you have some mountain that where these people used to live that no white man couldn't control them. And those men, they used to call them the Maroons. In Colombia here they call them los cimarrones. Colombia have many Maroons too. Maroons you have all around Central America, and in Jamaica and they used to call them the Maroons. And the Maroons adopted when they heard about Haile Selassie I take possession as king in Ethiopia in 1942, because King Selassie I, Haile Selassie I the first, the Italian army couldn't conquer him, you know, so they said, no man, this man have to be like God. So they put him like a farm of
They
God.
raise him high.
They raise him high, and then give him that status of a messenger or a prophet of God, and they use him as a representation of power.
Okay, I could talk a little bit about this, the incidents of reggae music in the island. One thing for the people can understand where part reggae music come from, and in which moment history San Entrevista live reggae music, and why we so connected to reggae music. Well, understanding so with our island, but why Jamaican reggae music?
Well, those same dreadlocks and Rastaman that used to live in the mountains and the hills of Jamaica during the evolution of reggae music, I mean of the ska and gone to rock steady, you know, mix up with the Nyabingi, because the rock and the rock steady give you like the guitar riff or the bass line.
Yeah.
But then all this happened in Jamaica.
Yeah.
But today I learned something new. I learned that the guy that created the rocksteady bass line and guitar riff wasn't a Jamaican, he's a Trinidadian.
Yeah.
He named Lynn Tite. He's supposed to be some kind of family the Job Sars Titus.
Prophet, let's talk about the music more and for your music. Ready ask you about how the reggae come out, so the reggae in the island. Let's talk about when in San Andres they start making reggae music.
I come in to that precisely. You see, it's not something you can drop in at one time. So that rocksteady turned into reggae. They mix up between the Nyabingi, the drums and the percussion, mix up with the bass line and the guitar line, and boom, reggae bar in Jamaica. You see, that's how that beat come. But somebody else poured something to the reggae in Jamaica, which was the engineers of sounds. Sound
system then.
Because that sound system man was engineer, you know, Eddie. O sea, excuse me the Spanish word, o sea. There wasn't, let's say, there was people who studied in universities in England, and they get graduated as engineers, like Lee Scratch Perry, Mad Professor, and all those men are professional. They invented the dub system to mix music and to produce delay and reverbs into the sound of reggae. So all that mixture produced a rebel sound. It produced a song of freedom. And in San Andres, down Sound Bay, where Eddie come from, Boga Lucky, everything happened Sound Bay.
Everything down there.
Calypso and then the reggae happened Sound Bay. Alright, talking about Calypso in Jamaica, the mento have to do with the reggae evolution too. Mento, ska, rocksteady, niabingi, and all that mix up with the engineer them in the studio. It get the sound. You know, it get that beat. Was a beat. See, that is where the word beat come from. Beat was not something that the urban music invented. The beats was invented in Jamaica. So we received that music through the sea communications. The communication of men that used to work on sea come home with cassettes.
By boats.
By boats. And then but in San Andres was very few people who used to receive it. One of the guys that we first hear reggae by is Ronald Williams, well known as Teacher Pepper.
Teacher Pepper.
That's why I say I talk plenty about Teacher Pepper. You notice in my network and thing on my Facebook and every day I talk about him because there is where the first people like me and Sky and Jimmy around Morgan Cave and Ben Green and Ben Gay and Stanley from Nathan, Rasta Stanley World, Johnny Kiara, we start to listen on reggae. We used to go down by Pepper and Pepper used to get one little recorder. Well, something small, you know, not like them big thing where boom, boom.
And he had everything in it.
And in getting cassette them when you receive because see, he was I get to find out in my investigations, Ronald Williams. See, Teacher Pepper educated and grew up and educated in Colón in Panama. And he get studies, you know, he was bachelor. He was técnico agrícola. He studied in Abel Bravo School. And he get to high school. I don't know if the grade was 6 bachillerato, but he get a degree that they name like botanist, technique in plants and herbs. But at the same time, Teacher Pepper, they get to know the Rastafari movement because Marcus Garvey, the founder of the black movement and the father of Rastafari theory, he did visit Panama in 1928 or something like so, and he found one of the black movement, the initial black movement to return back to Africa. And those are the men them who created Rastafari and created reggae music.
Which one was the first group created in San Andres? The first reggae group?
Well, make
the Rebels, which one of them?
Well, make I tell you how that gonna Eddie. It was a process of years because the first people them in San Andres who start to play reggae music is the CM Calypso group them from Ben Green. Ben Green them with the guitar and with the tub and with the hash jabon and start to try to take out the sound of reggae the electronic sound because you see we not had no electric guitar or we not had no sound system or nothing.
Okay.
It's after that now when time we buck up again with Jaime Celis and with Lucho O'Neill, we started out a reggae band.
Okay.
Practically, as reggae band was the Rebels, the first.
So we can say reggae music brand new in the island. We can say reggae music it grew up fast among we and it take over the idea of living in a San Andres because it become an idea of living. People dance that go to dancehall music, then go to reggae music. But the idea of living.
You know what spread plenty? The sound system that here, so we call it the pickup.
Okay.
Through the pickups, it spread a lot. And then you had a next guy that he named Blas Hooker. Blas Hooker had a radio program that he named International Explosion. And then all these Jamaican music used to play there and Jamaican music and Haitian music. Used to call it Haitian, Compass and Haitian. And the reggae and the calypso and the mento from Jamaica because in the beginning not all the reggae music that came from Jamaica was like Bob Marley or no. We hardly used to listen to Bob Marley. we used to listen more like to Eric Donaldson and this guy that sing Night Nurse, or name again.
Okay.
That guy and guys like so. Or like reggae music, like if we have a calypso. You know. Even the band them in Jamaica used to take mento and play it in reggae style. Things like that.
Okay, well, Prophet, before we continue with this theme, because we know so you got plenty information about the reggae roots. Let's go with a wonderful video from this wonderful artist that we got this evening here in Other Music.
Música reggae, America, yeah. This is reggae music from San Andres, yeah. Música reggae, America, yeah. This is reggae music from Providence, yeah. Se baila en la punta del pie, yeah. Mueve tu cadera